is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Our loadout drop inbound. Enemy soldier nearby. I've located some medical supplies. I have a launcher for someone. I'm under fire. Come back.
Fuck that. No, I don't get that.
And the plaza is every Christmas.
Yeah, I'll back out and we'll do that one.
Iconic hotel into a winter wonderland.
This is Hatsumi at the concierge, and wishing you happy holidays. I love it when it's snowing, so look out the window and see it coming down.
The opening of the lucrative Christmas season is marked with a lighting ceremony conducted by the plaza's managing director.
Merry Christmas. Billy. My job is to very simply say, 1, 2, 3, let there be light on the stage.
The plaza is renowned for its luxurious Christmas. And this year, it's going to be bigger than ever.
Light, snow, all that size, and then in the plaza, it's like a whole different world. It's just magical.
Over the years, the plaza has attracted an illustrious roll call of guests, including movie stars and musicians from Marlene Dietrich to the Beatles.
The plaza creates this magical experience that you see in movies.
The hotel is famous as the location for the 1992 Christmas blockbuster Home Alone 2: Lost in New York.
You walk into that famous revolving door that you only see in Home Alone, and it's a real place, and they're real people.
Guests are prepared to pay whatever it takes for a taste of movie magic over Christmas. Concierge Melody is arranged a Home Alone welcome package costing £3,000. This is on top of the £2,000 a night price
Check
tag
your gear
for
and
the
weapons.
suite.
We go soon.
It's all cleaned up now.
Alright, you want to do some rebirth, yeah, Max?
So what do you think about the floor piano?
We'll do this one first, as it's already dropped in.
We should put it over here. Or maybe just right in front.
What did I do that?
We've got a lot of stuff. Yes, we're pushing the
What better way to do that?
wow.
How'd you lose your hand? Oh, I was playing fucking practice with the
Yeah? Yeah, boy.
These are guests that have been here before. We absolutely love having families come back. We get to know the kids as they grow up, and every year they're a little bit bigger.
Yep. For fuck's sake.
This could get really silly.
Max goes straight for the bloody plane yet again.
The plaza attracts hundreds of day guests and New Yorkers queuing for a chance to sample a bit of the plaza magic. Historic palm
Oh, fuck's sake.
£350
Yeah.
£100 ahead.
I can't, I'm dead.
Buy your freedom.
That was the gulag.
One of the true highlights of the festive season is the Father's Festival and buffet on Christmas Day.
The enemy won't be back. We'll be back to finish the war.
Not only starts. This job may be his hardest yet.
Ticking away, we're always looking for harder challenges, and the block is going to be a big challenge. A lot of things, 10 to 7 vinegar. Go as fast, we're going probably 100 miles an hour right now. We're pretty much 10 times the amount of volume that you do on a regular day.
Before he even start prepping for the grand Christmas buffet,
Oh.
serve a special set dinner, new addition to the menu for December.
No, they need to sort it out.
How many people in your party this well, by the way? Okay.
We do? Okay. On the 60 reservation area, got my deal crush up. Okay. Alright.
Matt hadn't anticipated the extra demand for the special once-a-week three-course menu.
I think we expected to maybe do about 60, and it jumped up to 90. And so, we just need to get ready on this. Tim, so you're probably looking at least 50 chickens for the risotto. Did we count the profiteroles? At least have 100. Okay. So you have 30 minutes to get everything done. So, should I jump on my crib? Yeah, I just want to get it done, so I got hands.
Happy holidays. My least favorite part is seeing your champagne glass empty as soon as you look at it. I don't think you're never too full for champagne.
Upstairs in the calm court, restaurant manager Daniel has a rather special skill set.
There you are. No problem.
On top of his normal duties, Daniel is moonlighting as Santa's helper to create a holly jolly Christmas.
It's a lot of quick transformations that they go from keeping tight to an elf. And it's this image. Where's the other one? I'll think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Check weapons and gear.
3 o'clock
You got time before deployment.
families who are coming back for the holidays and the room's not ready and their kids are screaming in the lobby, like, they're not going to be happy. So how can we...
Yes.
Okay. How do you go upstairs? Would you like a candy cane? I would love one. Thank you so much. I covered my plaza out. Would you like a candy cane? Here you are. You're welcome. I have great news for all of you. You all made it on the nice list this year.
Enough training.
Yeah.
Now you
Listen,
fight the
Santa
real
told me
enemy.
you made it on the nice list. Bye. Jack. No. I have proof you made it. Don't tell Mom.
Mm-hmm.
That's us. Now it's time for that.
Thousands designed to resemble a chateau, and its 256 sumptuous rooms cost nearly £800 a night over Christmas. Charging the hotel's most exclusive suite is uplet pay.
Mm-hmm.
This one is
For appears, these are sure that every detail is perfect.
Here's the next. Princess and princesses.
So this is our royal suite. In the process of being ready for arriving guests today. So let's just make sure that everything is properly set. Opening.
Royal families from the Middle East are some of the super rich guests who can afford the £23,000 a night.
Well, none of the princes actually wanted the safari or desert experience, so lots of rules were sort of removed, rearranged, so they can build a fire.
Hidden from most guests, the residence takes up the entire floor. Elevator, library, fitness room.
Looks good.
Baby mouth.
One of the unusual requests was that guests requested a special fish that could only be caught in an area of 2,000 miles from here. They wanted a fish to be delivered within 24 hours using the private jet. It was done, absolutely.
This was called Pacific.
It doesn't just achieve the impossible for guests. For some of its staff, it's the place where the American dream came to
Right, there's an enemy in the building behind you, Max.
Now, there was a time in time that thousands of people
This little building here. Green paint. Come running out.
Yeah, that's my fucking angel digging nails in, right?
Supply box ready
Yeah.
for pickup.
Yeah.
Passage.
Yeah, that hand there. Yeah. And they push the horse.
I managed to escape. First in Denmark,
No, we're... I'm coming back.
allow me to survive the hardest moments.
Give us things.
I was granted political asylum in the United States. I'm here happy like a family. The United States gave me everything.
You take care. Nice seeing you. Happy holidays to you too.
Get your shit out.
Enemy UAV active.
busier by the day.
This has been going on since 11 in the morning when I came
Enemy
in.
dropping into the
It
AO.
usually goes on to about 8 o'clock.
Special in full swing. New executive chef Matt.
Into the new safe. Gas is closing in.
After that, we're going to be one more ticket with
Look out,
each other
talking
with
about.
medium rare. Okay?
I
That's
go
what I
like
need
that.
first.
That cat.
It's always hard when you're coming in and you're the new person.
Yeah.
No matter what. How long are those 4 seconds? 16 waiting on 1 second. 63 waiting on 1 second. On top of that, we have
Keep your senses sharp. An enemy team is tracking your location.
about 400 plus covers on Christmas Day. It's very busy.
One in this build here.
Out with the 400 buffet guests on Christmas Day.
Nice one, Max.
You only have 2 people in here. How about this team and I order the second one?
Enemy soldier nearby.
Okay.
The risk of guests going hungry and Christmas prep hanging over him has Max taken on more than he can handle.
Why is this not
Yeah, I know the one you're on about. The AR. Yeah, I've got 4 plates to put on. Oh my god.
Social media, the UK's fastest major broadband. No one should be homeless and alone this Christmas. You can help change this by donating £29
Take 'em down.
today. Prices at Christmas can be a real turning point. A safe place to stay, hot meals and support in the year ahead. Donate £29 and 6 pence to help someone take their first steps out of homelessness. Call 0800 999 2070 or search Prices at Christmas. Thank you.
Enemy
It's great to be
UAV
back on
active.
London's high streets this festive season. And this year, I'm
Gas is
going to
moving
shop
in.
small
You
with
say so,
American
highlight.
Express. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, welcome to Joliet.
I'm looking for something for my sister.
Well, you've come to the perfect spot.
You lost the enemy trackers.
I know she's small. It's made me feel part of the local community.
Enemy
Well, she
soldier
likes colours. She
nearby.
might like this one.
I think you might have found
I've got one outside here with me.
At Nurofen, we know running lives can cause
He's on the top floor here somewhere.
speed of liquid with Nurofen Express liquid capsule.
Where the bloody hell's he gone now?
For long day. Will be the
No, he ran round this way.
And for targeted joint relief that lasts up to 20
He may have run downstairs. Huh?
Nurofen's medicated plaster. Everyone else.
No, he's not. He's in the top floor, in the bathroom. Is somebody able to get me up? Nice one, Hodge.
Because the best bit of Christmas is food. Jamie's back and he's fired up the festive season.
In there like that.
Dearest and dearest. Jamie together at Christmas, Monday and
I've got another one behind me. Yeah,
Happy holidays. Inside to the left or straight
It's 2 weeks to go before Christmas Day in the plaza. And staff are hard at work ensuring every room is
Enemy
catered for.
soldier nearby.
It doesn't, it's just a shit fucking phone.
Morning. You're on fire.
The 600 hotel staff pride themselves on realizing every request, however it may be.
We've got a special order of vegan pancake right now. It's not on the menu, so we talked to the guests. They're willing to wait while we make the recipe from scratch. It's never known. It's never known.
In the kitchen, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas as the team create a special bespoke dessert.
he's on my roof, is he?
One of the guests has a house in the plaza, so we're recreating her neighborhood she lives in. It's all made with bread. For snow effects, we're using peppermint cotton candy. We want to take, care of the guests. And being Christmas and everything, we don't want to let them down.
As well as going above and beyond, staff discretion is a huge reason.
Oh,
Can't name who they are, obviously.
building up, the building next to us.
No one knows this.
I can see the crystals are missing.
An ornate bedroom has become more like a detective scene.
1, 2, 3, 4, and even over here, the chandelier too. There's a lot of them.
No.
That's how we put them. Well, I don't know how they get them. That's amazing.
Victory is within reach.
Pieces of the plateau out.
Oh god, yeah.
From the plaza first opened, we decorated 1,650 crystal chandeliers, which have proved irresistible to some guests.
Why am I watching this shit with?
I don't know.
Why is the racing on? I want to see Hamilton lose again.
The beautiful chandeliers also have crystal painting motif, and I can say that I took photos of crystal at home.
Oh no, your thing, I'm sorry.
You're gonna feel you're gonna win that game for
I'll show you what's your highlights.
Magical Christmas experience.
Dedicated for one purpose, to completely satisfy the guest at any cost.
Plaza's town tradition.
No.
Allowed to overtake the safety car, and that is now left. Lewis Hamilton
Nah.
It has left Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen side by side. Hamilton will be ahead. Verstappen is absolutely desperate to get on with this on that soft compound tyre. We're going to have one lap of racing to decide the championship in 2021. Hamilton has the advantage. Verstappen has the faster, fresher tyres, and we have got 3.2 miles of racing action all the way to
Max
the
didn't need
checkered
it.
flag as the crowd roar the drivers on to the final lap of this race, and Verstappen sets after Hamilton. Is it going to be a first world championship for Verstappen? Is it going to be an 8th world championship for Lewis Hamilton? Where can Verstappen try and get past Hamilton? First overtaking zone is normally down in the
Go on, Max, go on, Max, go on, Max! Say a bit inside, there you go. That's how you fucking person rag. Stuck it up, Hamilton, you fucking wanker. When you haven't got the fastest fucking car.
No DRS for 2 laps, so Lewis Hamilton will not get the rear wing open. Now he's going to go down the outside.
Yeah, but he's not anywhere fucking near
He
him.
hasn't, he's gone a little bit wide.
This race started with controversy, is ending with controversy. Here comes Lewis Hamilton though, down the back straight. He's got a slipstream. He almost touches Verstappen. They almost make contact into turn 9. Verstappen stays ahead of Lewis Hamilton, and all the drama, and all the controversy, and all the magic moments in Formula 1 in 2021.
Sorry, I had to watch this again because this to me is the best lap I've ever seen in 30 years of watching the fucking sport.
I'm so jealous.
They have shared a brilliant championship battle, but the championship can only be won by one, and it's going Dutch in 2021. Max Verstappen, for the first time ever, is champion of the world. Lewis Hamilton finishes in second place after leading for so long. But
Molly
these
cried
last
now.
moments are going to be talked about, and this might not
So sweet. Bless him.
He never shows emotion. And
That's
then
what I
fucking leaves
mean.
it.
Like, even to him 2 minutes ago when he thought he was going to lose.
Yeah.
And he thought he was going to
Yeah, he's calm as fuck.
He's like, yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
Now, about that procedure at the end, Red Bull played every card they could because they hadn't got enough speed, they hadn't got track position, they played it really smart. Mercedes played it cautious out front, but to release the lap cars and end the safety car and give us one racing lap. Wow, how quickly did that turn around? What was Christian Horner saying to us?
the racing gods need to shine down on us. They certainly did.
We need a miracle, said Christian Horner. The miracle arrived. Nicholas Latifi crashed. The safety car came out. The lap cars were allowed to get out of the way. Verstappen pitted for fresher tyres. Desperate to get on with that stock compound tyre. We're going to have one lap of racing to decide the championship in 2021. Hamilton has the advantage. Verstappen has the faster, fresher tyres, and we have got 3.2 miles of racing action all the way to the checkered flag as the crowd roar the drivers on to the final lap of this race, and Verstappen sets off at Hamilton. Is it going to be a first world championship for Verstappen? Is it going to
I've got to buy my teammates back in.
for Lewis Hamilton? Where can Verstappen try and get past Hamilton? First overtaking zone is normally down in the turn 5. Is Verstappen far enough back? He's going to make the lap down the inside. Hamilton sees him coming. It's a lead lap for Verstappen.
Oh yeah.
Normally down in the turn 5. Is Verstappen far enough back? He's going to make the lap down the inside. Hamilton sees him coming. It's a lead lap for Verstappen, who takes the lead of the race. Verstappen now snatches the championship trophy from Lewis Hamilton, who's trying to fight back.
No DRS for 2 laps, so Lewis Hamilton will not get the rear wing open. Now he's going to go down the outside. If Verstappen keeps it tight and neat, but he hasn't, he's gone a little bit wide.
This race that started with controversy has ended with controversy. He's got a spin streak. He almost touches Verstappen.
No, no.
Into turn 9, Verstappen stays ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Of all the drama, of all the magic moments in Formula 1 in 2021, it comes down to this. And at this moment, it looks like it's going to go the way of Max Verstappen.
I think so, yeah.
Mercedes not happy. Red Bull will be delighted. They have shared a brilliant championship battle, but the championship can only be won by one, and it's going Dutch in 2021. Max Verstappen, for the first time ever, is champion of the world. Lewis Hamilton finishes in second place after leading for so long, but these last moments are going to be talked about, and this might not be the end of the matter. Cheers! There we go. The Dutch fans think it's fabulous.
Oh, he's on the fucking bed.
You couldn't make it up, could you? There's going to be so much acrimony going forward now about that procedure at the end. Red Bull played every card they could because they hadn't got enough speed, they hadn't got track position, they played it really smart. Mercedes played it cautious out front. But to release the lap and end the safety car and give us one racing lap. Wow, how quickly did that turn around? What was Christian Horner saying to us? The racing god needs to shine down on us.
We need a miracle, said Christian Horner. The miracle arrived. Nicholas Latifi, the safety car came out. The lap cars were allowed to get out of the way. Verstappen pitted for fresher tyres, and in the course, took the lead and kept it. You are world champion!
Oh.
Max, we are so proud of you.
I love you so much.
You have driven like a champion.
That's the fastest lap.
We needed a bit of luck. You got it. You made it happen. And we love you. We absolutely love you.
No, I need Max to... Oh, bollocks.
Supply of luck might just have come Red Bull and Max Verstappen's way. Ted Kravitz down in the pit lane. Well, emotion after emotion after emotion.
It's pandemonium. Christian Horner is crying his eyes out. Jos Verstappen is already wearing a Max Verstappen World Champion t-shirt. And at the Mercedes garage, they are shell-shocked. Toto Wolff has just dropped his head. He can't believe it. He's talking to Susie Wolff, his wife. They're all asking each other what is going on. They're shaking their heads. They are in disbelief. Second step.
This is unbelievable, guys.
Go there and get your dad back.
50 years together. Wait, honestly.
They're in disbelief that Mercedes. Horner has gone up to the Mercedes football and shake hands with anyone he can find.
Oh, can't. Behind me, Max.
Mercedes absolutely have no idea what has just gone on. They are befuddled. The most befuddlement you can ever see.
Yeah, at the bike. He's underneath.
Of emotion and
He's right underneath.
They can't believe. Is it luck? Is it judgment? Is it the S getting the run of the tree? They are absolutely kind of shell-shocked at Mercedes. They are in pieces, in tears of joy at Red Bull.
Arsenal went to Anfield needing a 2-0 win to win the title, and in the stoppage time Michael Thomas burst through on goal and it was all up for grabs now. But it wasn't Michael Thomas tonight, it might have been Michael Massey, but it was definitely Max Verstappen who burst through to take that win. And I might need to sit down for quite a while in Martin Brundle to just try and compute what has happened in the last 5 minutes, and he might need to sit down for the whole winter because I'm not sure it's going to sink in for a while.
What happened is Red Bull played a smart hand using the safety car facilities, and then they had far better time.
I cannot believe they didn't call Hamilton in for the Reds.
It's turn 5. Managed to hang on to the rest of no DRS available for 2
And it is now going round that Hamilton has said he doesn't know if he's going back next year.
Oh, I'm just speechless, Lewis. Absolutely speechless.
What a little bitch he does.
Yeah.
Bono is speechless. I'm not sure if Lewis Hamilton is talking to him or not. For a moment, at a brief moment, Hamilton felt that the crown was coming his way. Mercedes thought that the double world championship was coming their way. Those Dutch fans had pretty much given up hope. But in live sport, you never ever give up hope. You never leave before the end, because anything can happen. And here in Abu Dhabi, it did tonight. Mercedes are Constructors' champions for a record-breaking 8th consecutive time, but it is not the double championship they so wanted. Verstappen beats Hamilton to the Drivers' Championship. He ends the run. Suddenly, a British and German champions in Formula 1, not since Kimi Räikkönen in 2007 have we had a non-Brit or German champion. There's Christian Horner to embrace his man in Parc Fermé, and everyone wants to join in the celebrations except those in the Mercedes garage.
Carlos Sainz finished 3rd, but Ferrari is also on the podium. Yuki Tsunoda 4th.
Didn't that guy used to be world champion?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Perez pitted, retired from the race. Sainz said, thank you, I'll have a podium. Down to you, Ted.
Just asking. I mean, the feeling of Mercedes seems to be, well, hang on, there seems to be an abuse of the rules here. The rules have not been followed. Why were only 5 cars allowed to unlap themselves and then the race restarted? That's the point, isn't it? So Mercedes think, well, hang on, the process was not followed. It's not followed properly the way it always has been on the safety cars, but that car's been allowed to only 5 work, and then the race was restarted. And I feel that's what's not fair.
All I can assume is that Michael Massey, the race director, wanted to give this race every chance to end as a race. Not behind the safety car in that race. End behind the safety car before we've had championships. Behind the safety car before. We wanted to ensure that we got at least 1 lap of racing. And by allowing those lap cars in between Hamilton and Verstappen to unlap themselves, that was the best chance for it to happen. But at one stage, lap cars weren't overtaken and unlapped themselves. And then, a few moments later, they weren't. Toto Wolff is absolutely furious. And is now walking out the back of the garage to the Mercedes principal. We'll be getting reaction from Mercedes
as soon as he's able to talk. Oh, we will be.
To the Pete.
I'm sure they'll have a lot to say. I'm sure Red Bull will have a lot to say and celebrate Sergio Perez, who did such a sterling job for his
Max Verstappen wins the 2021 F1 World Championship.
Great rivalry with Lewis Hamilton over the years. That comes over as does Mick Schumacher to say sorry that it worked out the way it did for you. Max Verstappen is the 2021 World Championship on the track, and Lando Norris has smiles for him. Now the dream is realised. He said it early on, I want to be world champion. It's happened for him.
George Russell.
Honestly, it had to happen in circumstances like this, Martin.
Yeah,
because anything else
on Twitter, yeah.
would be befitting of the season that we've just had.
Best season I've ever commentated on in a quarter of a century. The wildest finale. Max Verstappen said to us in interviews, hey, it won't change my life, I'll be world champion one day. But his tears and his emotion show you that underneath it was a different story. And wow, well, there'll be a lot of controversy about that run into the final lap, not allowing the lap runners through, relax some of it through, and then ending all in one go. And suddenly you had to do this on hard tyres have been on since lap 14, and Max set of fresh soft tyres. Red Bull playing their opportunities there brilliantly, it must be said. And well, I don't think
bollocks.
Gets the button down in Parc Ferme as Lewis Hamilton comes to embrace Max Verstappen. Very well done. At the end of the season, let's hear from the new champion.
Max Verstappen, you are a Formula One world champion.
It's unbelievable. I mean, throughout the whole race I kept fighting, and then of course that opportunity in the last lap, it's incredible. I'm still having a cramp, but it's insane. It's insane. I mean, I don't know what to say. These guys here of my team, and of course Honda as well, they deserve it. I love them so much, and I really enjoy working with them already since 2016, and this year has been incredible.
Christian said with 10 laps to go, you might need a miracle to win this championship. You got it.
Yes, finally a bit of luck for me. You know, insane. I also want to say a big thank you to Checo. I mean, he was driving his heart out as well today.
He did. Checo did a fucking brilliant job.
Yeah. Checo did a stellar job.
It's an exciting championship this year, yourself and Lewis. This year will go down in history as one of the best ever, and you came out on top. If you got a message for your team, for all the fans here that are supporting you?
Well, to my team, I think they know I love them.
All on you, Hodge.
For 10, 15 years together. There's no reason to change ever. I want to stay with them for the rest of my life. I hope they let me, but yeah, it's insane. I'm so happy. Also, you know, Christian, but also Helmut, jumping into the in 2016. Our goal, of course, was to win this championship, and now we've done that.
Congratulations, Max.
Imagine what he's doing for Red Bull.
One cycle for Max Verstappen. How many more to follow? Lewis Hamilton with 7 world titles.
Who?
Could have been an 8. We'll hear from him in a moment. Carlos Sainz.
Second place.
Oh, we had the 7th place guy, yeah. Loser.
Second place.
Definitely take it, yeah, especially, yeah.
Fucking
After everything that that race with that late safety car, we were in the right place at the right time all the time with a good pace, and yeah, pointing to a magic season for me, Ferrari, defining the championship, I think.
3-line sniper.
The whole season he's outdrove Leclerc.
Yeah. The pace today, the car looked good.
That's not good for Leclerc.
I was very strong today from qualifying yesterday that I did a good lap today going into a race. Already last year, the car felt really good, and yes, we took a strong first stint, a strong stint on the hard. With the safety car there at the end, the nerves were high, but yeah, we managed to keep it together, and yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I have to ask you about Max and Lewis. Max coming out on top, Formula One world champion. What are your thoughts? I think whoever came on top today was going to deserve it. I think there are 2 great drivers at the peak of their careers. Putting together a great show, and I mean,
one up the hill from you or one down the hill from you.
Mega win, and yeah, happy for him because we
because he didn't have enough sniper rounds.
Now be capable of winning a world championship is also everything for me, and I look up to it. Thank you. Thank you.
Max, we wouldn't have had guns when we dropped in, so it would have been pointless in keeping hold of it. Because if he had got shot, he would have lost it.
His first season for Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton's been speaking with his father, Anthony Hamilton. Now talking to Jensen Button.
Lewis, it's been an amazing season to watch for everyone, for the fans of Formula One. Whether you're a Max fan, whether you're a Lewis fan, it's been one of those seasons that got down to the wire, to the last lap of the race. It didn't take away, but you must be proud of what you've done this year.
Yeah, well, firstly, a big congratulations to Max and to his team.
Oh!
I think we did an amazing job this year.
Full squad. Full squad, C4. Ah!
This whole year has been much difficult season, and I'm so proud of them, so grateful.
I didn't even see him.
Part of the journey with them, and yeah, we gave it everything. This last part of the season, we gave it absolutely everything, and we never gave up, and that's the most important thing.
You obviously started a little bit on the back foot at the start of the year, but as you said, you guys worked together very strong into the season. Didn't quite go your way, but I think we've seen the best Lewis Hamilton I've ever seen, and you seem very ability to come back next year and fight for that crown again.
We've been feeling good, great in the car this past couple of months.
What other gun you got, Hides?
If I'm honest, you know, we were still in the
None,
pandemic.
okay.
Just really wish everyone to stay safe and have a good Christmas. And yeah, we'll see about next year.
And now you
One person has to win the world championship. But
you respawn with that gun.
This year, mate, that was an exceptional year. So congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Applause, cheers for Lewis Hamilton, who has ended up as the runner-up. He had words with his dad, Max Verstappen, having words with his father now, and I'm sure very different words they are too. Interesting to see Anthony Hamilton, Lewis's dad, going over to say well done.
The mad fucking bastard.
Whether it's a controversial end or not to that race, I'm sure the debate will rage on as to why race control said the lap cars wouldn't be allowed to overtake under the safety car.
Apparently I'm sad, Reese.
Oh no! Max Verstappen is champion.
The Jude crew. The Jada crew.
Get out of the way, but they're all in a reasonable fight themselves, aren't they?
Well, so here we go. Normally, you know, you see the race leader backing up the pack a little bit when the safety car goes. I would imagine on this occasion, if we're doing a lap, Martin, Hamilton will
Okay, change that for that.
the distance as fast as he can.
I don't see any way Verstappen can do anything with that, but indeed, is the safety car coming in this lap? We think it should do, could do. We're definitely to clear up, but we're halfway round already.
Race control are now saying lapped cars to overtake the safety car. So Norris and Alonso and Ocon and Leclerc and Vettel to
And it's
overtake
ending.
it.
And it's ending. Wow!
So there's confusion, but the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap. So those back markers allowed to overtake the safety car, and that has now left
Looks
Lewis
like
Hamilton
it is.
and Max Verstappen.
This isn't right.
It has left Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen side by side. Hamilton will be ahead. Verstappen is absolutely desperate to get on with this on that subcompound tyre. We're going to have one lap of racing to decide the championship in 2021. Hamilton has the advantage. Verstappen has the faster, fresher tyres. And we have got 3.2 miles of racing action all the way to the checkered flag as the crowd roar the drivers on to the final lap of this race, and Verstappen sets after Hamilton. Is it going to be a first world championship for Verstappen? Is it going to be an 8th world championship for Lewis Hamilton?
2 laps, so Lewis Hamilton will not get the rear wing open. Now he's going to go down the outside.
Oh, both station highs, we're both free.
He's got a little bit wide.
This race that started with controversy has ended with controversy. Here comes Lewis Hamilton though, down the back straight. He's got a slipstream. He almost touches Verstappen. They almost make contact into turn 9.
Further down, further right down the beach.
All the drama, of all the controversy, of all the magic moments in Formula 1 in 2021, it comes down to this. And at this moment, it looks like it's going to go the way of Max Verstappen. Mercedes not happy. Red Bull will be delighted. They have shared a brilliant championship battle, but the championship can only be won by one, and it's going Dutch in 2021. Max Verstappen, for the first time ever, is champion of the world. Lewis Hamilton
Orange pen.
finishes in second place after leading for so long, but these last moments are going to be talked about, and this might not be the end of the matter, because Mercedes are furious as much as the Dutch fans think it's fabulous.
That's team wiped.
Guess I'm going to be watching on YouTube later.
You couldn't make it up, could you? There's going to be so much acrimony going forward now about that procedure at the end. Red Bull played every card they could. Really smart.
Oh look, second look.
Nice one, Hyde.
But to release the lap cars and end the safety car and give us one racing lap. Wow, how quickly did that turn around? What was Christian Horner saying to us? The racing gods need to shine down on us. They certainly did.
We need a miracle, said Christian Horner. The miracle arrived.
No, I'm good.
He crashed. The safety car came out. The lap cars were allowed to get out of the way. Verstappen pitted for fresher tyres, and in the course of one lap, took the lead and kept it.
Right, I'm buying a self-res. Buying a self-res. Yes, yes, mate. Right, let me take the cluster strike, you dickhead. Wow.
We love you. We absolutely love you.
Bit of luck? Nice supply of luck. Might just have come Red Bull at Max.
I don't know.
Ted Kravitz down in the pit lane. Well, emotion after emotion after emotion.
It's pandemonium. Christian Horner is crying his eyes out. Jos Verstappen is already.
Oh, that's you too. Fucking hell.
Champion T-shirt, and in the Mercedes garage, they are shell-shocked. Toto Wolff has just dropped his head. He can't believe it. He's talking to Susie Wolff, his wife. They're all asking each other what is going on. They're shaking their heads. They are in disbelief.
2 seconds, Ted.
This is unbelievable, guys. Right, honestly.
They're in disbelief at Mercedes. Horner has gone up to the Mercedes pit wall to shake hands with anyone he can find. He's getting a handshake, but it's not very warm. Mercedes absolutely have no idea what has just gone on. They are befuddled, the most befuddlement you can ever see, whereas it is all going off. That is a release of emotion and a release of pressure. They can't believe, is it luck? Is it judgment? Is it getting the rub of the green? But they are absolutely in kind of shell shock at Mercedes, and they are in pieces, in tears of joy at Red Bull Racing.
1989, when Arsenal went to Anfield needing a 2-0 win to win the title, and in the stoppage time Michael Thomas burst through on goal, and it was all up for grabs now. But it wasn't Michael Thomas tonight, it might have been Michael Massey, but it was definitely Max Verstappen who burst through to take that win. And I might need to sit down for quite a while here, Martin Brundle, to just try and compute what has happened in the last 5 minutes, and he might need to sit down for the whole winter, because I'm not sure it's going to sink in for a while.
what happened is Red Bull played a smart hand using the safety car facilities, and then they ended up on far better tyres, and Max lunged beautifully into turn 5, managed to hang on through the rest of it. No DRS available for 2 laps after a safety car, so it's a straight fight down the...
Oh, just speechless. Absolutely speechless.
Who?
Bono is speechless. I'm not sure if Lewis Hamilton is talking to him or not.
Who?
For a moment, at a brief moment, Hamilton felt that the crown was coming his way. Mercedes thought that the double world championship was coming their way. Those Dutch fans had pretty much given up hope. But in live sport, you never ever give up hope. You never leave before the end, because anything can happen. And here in Abu Dhabi, it did tonight. Mercedes are Constructors' champions for a record-breaking 8th consecutive time, but it is not the double championship they so wanted. Verstappen beats Hamilton to the Drivers' Championship. He ends the run, doesn't he? A British and German champions in Formula 1, not since Kimi Räikkönen.
Yeah, it's the anti-cheat.
It's
part of the anti-cheat.
German champion, there's Christian Horner to embrace his man in Parc Fermé, and everyone wants to join in the celebrations except those in the Mercedes garage.
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz finished 3rd, but Ferrari is also on the podium. Yuki Tsunoda 4th, so 4th and 5th for AlphaTauri. Wow.
Yeah. Perez pitted, retired from the race. Sainz said, thank you, I'll have a podium. Down to you, Ted.
Just asking around, I mean, the feeling at Mercedes seems to be, well, hang on, there seems to be an abuse of the rules here. The rules have not been followed. Why were only 5 cars allowed to unlap themselves and then the race restarted? That's the point, isn't it? So Mercedes are thinking, well, hang on, the process was not followed here. It was not followed properly the way it always has been under safety cars, with lap cars being allowed to unlap themselves. Only 5 were, not the rest of them. And then the race was restarted, and they feel that's what's not fair.
All I can assume is that Michael Massey, the race director, wanted to give this race every chance to end as a race. Not behind the safety car. We've had races end behind the safety car before. We've had championships won behind the safety car before. We wanted to ensure that we got at least 1 lap of racing. And by allowing those lap cars in between Hamilton and Verstappen to unlap themselves, that was the best chance for it to happen. But at one stage, lap cars weren't overtaking and unlapping themselves, and then a few moments later they were. Toto Wolff is absolutely furious and is now walking out the back of the garage, and nobody, I think, wants to say a word to the Mercedes team principal. We'll be getting reaction from Mercedes as soon as he's able to talk.
Oh, we will be.
I'm sure. I'm sure they'll have a lot to say. I'm sure Red Bull will have a lot to say and to celebrate. Sergio Perez, who did such a sterling job for his teammate tonight, is down there to join in.
Kill confirmed. Lovely job. Lovely job.
Lewis Hamilton over the years comes over, as does Mick Schumacher, to say sorry that it worked out the way it did for you. Max Verstappen is the 2021 World
Incoming bombing run
on the track, and Lando Norris has smiles for him. The dream is realised. He said it early on, I want to be world champion, and it's happened for him. But honestly, it had to happen in circumstances like this, Martin, because anything else wouldn't have been befitting of the season that we've just had.
Best season I've ever commentated on in a quarter of a century. The wildest finale. Max Verstappen said to us in interviews, hey, it won't change my life, I'll be world champion one day. But his tears and his emotion show you that underneath it was a different story. And wow, well, there'll be a lot of controversy about that run into the final lap.
I'm not, there's people behind us.
Not allowing the lap runners through, the lap runners through. And then
Nice one, Max.
all in one go, and suddenly you had Lewis on. Hard tyres have been on since lap 14.
I know I shouldn't have self, but you two were using me as thingy to cover them up.
It must be said, and well, I don't think Lewis could have done anything about that at all.
Jensen Button is down in Parc Fermé as Lewis Hamilton comes to embrace Max Verstappen and say well done at the end of the season. Let's hear from the new champion.
Max Verstappen, you are a Formula 1 throughout the whole race I kept fighting, and then of course that opportunity in the last lap. It's incredible. I'm still having a cramp, but it's insane. It's insane. I mean, I don't know what to say. These guys here of my team, and of course Honda as well, they deserve it. I love them so much, and I really enjoy working with them already since 2016, but this year has been incredible.
Christian said with 10 laps to go, you might need a miracle to win this championship. You got your miracle.
Yes, finally a bit of luck for me. Insane. I also want to say a big thank you to Checo. I mean, he was driving his heart out as well today. It was great teamwork, and he's an amazing teammate.
You've given us the most exciting championship this year, yourself and Lewis. This year will go down in history as one of the best ever, and you came out on top. Have you got a message for your team, for all the fans here that are supporting you?
Well, to my team, I think they know I love them, and I hope we can do this for 10, 15 years together. There's no reason to change ever. I want to stay with them for the rest of my life. I hope they let me, but yeah, it's insane. I'm so happy, and also, you know, Christian, but also Helmut, you know, trusting me to be in the team in 2016. Our goal, of course, was to win this championship, and now we've done that.
Congratulations, Max.
Super Max.
One cycle for Max Verstappen. How many more to follow? Lewis Hamilton with 7 world titles. Could have been an 8th. We'll hear from him in a moment. Carlos Sainz is next to speak to Jensen.
Carlos, I mean, I'm not sure you expected a podium, but I'm sure you'll take it this weekend.
Definitely take it, yeah, especially, yeah. After everything that I'm running with that race, with that late safety car, we were in the right place at the right time on the time with a good pace, and yeah, pointing to it, I might be too much for me, if I win the championship, I think, yeah, I could be on and definitely enjoyed it.
Let's go, boys.
The car looked good, your pace is very strong. I was very strong today from qualifying yesterday.
No, neither have I.
Today, going into a race.
This is me, Max and Heidi just getting the win on Warzone.
On the hard. With the safety car at the end, the nerves were high, but yeah, it was nice to keep it together, and yeah, I enjoyed it all.
I have to ask you about Max and Lewis. Max coming out.
That's gonna have to be saved now.
What are your thoughts?
I think whoever came on top today was
Saved and stuck on YouTube.